PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with another mail day. It's mail day number 112. And this is an interesting one. We've got a monster in here. One of the bigger and badder cards in my collection, where it's one of those cards that's so rare you just throw grade out the window. And normally people like to build up to a crescendo and kind of work the crowd and build them up to the big reveal. But we are going to do it a little bit different today on the Cajun Cardboard channel. I'm coming out of the gate swinging, and here it is. This is the card, guys. This is a monster pickup for me, a huge addition to my collection. It's the 1997 Skybox Z-Force Super Rave. It's got a weak top left corner, and that looks to me like the only flaw on the card, and it graded a PSA 6. Every ounce of me wanted to regrade this damn card. I thought a 6 was too harsh. I looked at the card. I actually got to hold this card in hand. I wanted it shipped to me first because I thought I might crack and resub it, and I still might. I don't know. I got to make a decision on that, but this is the big thing to focus on this card. And again, you want to make sure that it's not a fake, and so I ran it by the Oracle and the powers that be, and it is card number 48 out of only 50. Remember, the Raves are serial number to 399, as you can see right here. This is my 9.5 copy of the Rave, right? So there's the Rave, serial numbered on the back to 399. The Super Rave is serial number to only 50. That is an extremely small serial number for a 90s playing years Jordan card. Very, very small serial number. There are only so many of these out there. That's why it's a tier 2 card on the MJ hierarchy, and there were people that clamored for this to be included as a tier 1 card. I held strong and included it as a tier 2 card. But that is the big pickup of the day. Great card. Obviously, the font's different on the Rave and the Super Rave. Like, here's the font. It's kind of bedazzled in a silver type way. And then if you look at the Super Rave, it's kind of bedazzled in a golden type way. So that's another way you could tell the difference between the two cards. Or you can just flip it over and see how many it's serial number to. That's the other way. So that is card number 1 today, and I'm pretty happy about that card. All right, card number 2 on our mail day, number 112, is just to rock the house, PSA 8. This is a son of a gun to acquire in a PSA 10. So this is a PSA 8 copy. You guys know I collect 8s and 10s. So I've got the 8 knocked down. Still looking for the 10. I know there's a couple out there, but the number is so huge on the 10 compared to the 8. This is a really clean looking 8 if you ask me. The edges look pretty good. The corners look pretty good. Pretty well represented 8 specimen right there. I like to use the word specimen. It's kind of creepy. Here's a card I picked up at the National. I think I got it in it was like a SGC 9 or maybe a BGS 9 or something like that, and I wanted to switch it over to a PSA label because I thought it looked better. PSA disagreed. They gave me a PSA 8. It's the 1990 action-packed promos Michael Jordan, and you can see sample written across the back with Michael in his fedora. There is theoretically, and I'm going to pull this up, theoretically down here you'll see there's the Jordan. This is a card that's not numbered. There's no number. You just call it the action pack promo. That's just what you call it. And you can see the other players that are in this set: Ewing, Gretzky, Magic, Michael, and Sugar Ray Leonard out of nowhere. Look at the PSA 10 popped on these. The Jordan is a 12 out of 115 graded. My PSA 8 is a pop 33 with, 58 higher. So right in the middle, right? PSA 8 sort of the grade du jour. These cards are kind of tinfoil-ish, if I'm not mistaken. They're interesting, and you can kind of tell if you flip it over to the back, you can kind of tell there's a fold right there on the card. It's just a really interesting card. I saw it at the National. I paid cash for it. I was kind of cash heavy at the National and dropped some cash on it. 8 is like kissing your sister. You know, I would have liked for a PSA 9 because that would have put me in pretty damn rare company as only 12 graded higher. But I'll take the PSA 8 and we'll work on the 9 and the 10 down the road, right? That's just kind of how we do things. It's a nice little placeholder. Moving along, we've got another No Boundaries PSA 8. I've got a zillion of these. This should be here. There's the 9.5 9.5 right here, so I have the 9.5. I've actually got another one over here that graded a PSA 7, I think, from the cross-country collection. But here's my 9.5 copy. And then today, happily picking up a PSA 8 copy. So you guys know how I do the pairings. That's my pairing, a gem and then a PSA 8. So I'm done. I'm done with the no boundaries right there, except I do have another duplicate copy. And then this is maybe the card that I'm most excited about. Even I'm almost as much as the Super Rave, and that's because I'm weird. It is the Topps 1995 Topps World Class insert. These cards were only released in packs in Australia and New Zealand. Shout out to behind the United States, by far my second biggest demographic as far as geography goes. Australia and New Zealand are by far the second largest number of subscribers that I have, and that is just a testament to you guys and gals down there in Australia that collect Michael Jordan cards on an astronomical level. Basketball cards generally speaking, but specifically Michael Jordan collectors, there's tons of you guys down there, and I know that you guys are always reaching out because when the message comes across in Instagram, it always starts with mate, and so I know it's one of my friends from down under that's messaging me about a Jordan card for sale or asking a Jordan question or just wanting to chat. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate the relationship that I've built with you guys down in Australia and down in New Zealand. In the Michael Jordan collecting fire is lit and burning down there. That's a fact. I can speak from experience. But anyway, getting back to the card, it's a Pop 4. This card was actually a gift from the great Northeast Sports Cards. He had 2 of the 4 PSA 10s in the world, and he gifted me this world class, which was, it's beyond generous. I don't even know what the word is to describe it, but this card is notoriously off-center. In fact, I just pulled one out of the cross-country collection, and it is so off-center, I am guessing I'm going to get a PSA 5. I'm not exaggerating. It is impossible to find this card centered like the one that you see on the screen here. Very happy to add this card to my collection. Very happy that it was a gift. I definitely need to reciprocate. Now, I've tried to reciprocate, but this is just a little bit on the side of overly generous from the great Josh Dawson. So, world-class Topps PSA 10, awesome addition to the collection. Very excited about that card. Next is a history class. So this is a tier 4 card in the MJ hierarchy from '99 Upper Deck when Upper Deck went bananas. But it's a PSA 10, and it's just not a super high pop card. I think it's a good looking card. I think that's Maurice Taylor in the background there, and maybe Brent Barry. I can't really tell, but 1999 Upper Deck history class insert. There's a couple of parallels of this particular insert. This is just the base PSA 10, so nothing crazy sexy here. 95 Skybox Premium Hobby Standouts. I have got that card. And by the way, here's the world-class pop report if you ever wanted to know. The only 2 out of the set that have been graded are Shaq and Jordan. Shaq's a Pop 1, 2 ever graded. Jordan's a Pop 4, 42 graded. So a little bit like 43 graded. So a little bit less than a 10% gem rate. But getting back to the card, so here's my nope, that's not it. Here it is. I love this card. I really, really love this card. It's foil everywhere on the front, the back. You're gonna get the chipping, and that's what you'll see. Look up there in the top left. This is why these cards get 8s instead of 10s. The front, you're sort of okay. You would think the foil would be the problem, but it's really the back corners and edges that's the problem. And this one, unquestionably, is not a gem mint card. It's a PSA 8. I picked up an extra one. I've got 2 of these. Both of them are PSA 8s. Both of them look like PSA 8s. Both of them deserve PSA 8s. And what can I say, man? It's just really hard to find this card in a PSA 10, and you'll see that the problem is always the edge wear. Look at the edges. Y'all can see it, how it's crumbling, almost like it's friable, a word that gets used in the asbestos litigation world. But it's just, I think it's a great looking card. I'm pretty sure that's Donald Royal. Is that his name? Donald Royal guarding Michael Jordan with his hand on his nuts for some reason. Look at Jordan palming the ball like a grapefruit with the all black 11s on. Great card. He's almost like he's standing on like a little disc, and it says Hobby Standouts on it. So I think that's really cool. And again, it is Standouts Hobby, not Hobby Standouts for whatever reason. So that's just something to remember. After a 21-month hiatus from the NBA, Air proved that he can still play the game better than anyone else ever has. That's a fact. Card number SH1 from 1995, Skybox Premium. Skybox Premium obviously put out some of the greatest inserts of all time. So getting back to our list, in summation, we've got the Monster, the Super Rave serial number /50, the Rock the House placeholder in PSA 8. We've got the Action Pack Promo Gold. There is allegedly a silver in existence, only one ever graded, only one in history has ever been graded. The Skybox No Boundaries, my second PSA 8 copy. I got the PSA 10 copy of the Pop 4 1995 Topps World Class. The 99 Upper Deck History Class PSA 10 is a nice pickup. The Standouts Hobby, picked up a second copy of the PSA 8 of that one as well. And then, oh my God, I forgot the last card. It's the Great Bob McAdoo, two-time NBA scoring champion. You guys know I am collecting this 2012 Panini Prism MVP Silver set. I am specifically trying to collect the set in PSA 10, but it got so damn hard that I had to take the McAdoo in a PSA 9, which is a Pop 1 PSA 10 out there. I don't have it. I need it. Anybody out there watching, please God, if you have a PSA 10 2012 Prism MVP Silver, let me buy it. Let me overpay for the damn thing. I'm trying to put this set together, and it is laborious, to say the least. It is a task indeed. This is one of the more obscure ones, the Bob McAdoo Silver. I mean, the LeBron's the easiest one to find. It costs a lot of money, but it's easy. The Shaq is easy. Those guys are easy. The hard ones are the obscure ones, the Dave Cowens, the Bob McAdoos, the Wes Unselds, the guys that got MVP that nobody had the sense to grade or even really take care of. And these cards are super susceptible to scratching on the top left and the bottom right, that sheer portion. The middle portion, you're usually okay, but the top left and the bottom right, that stuff just scratches like crazy. So I've decided I'm going to be okay with picking up some PSA 9 placeholders until I locate the 10s. But I think it's a really cool set. It's just every MVP. All the way up to 2012, of course. You're not going to have a post-2012 MVP. So, pretty cool card, awesome card. But that's it, guys. That's mail day number 112. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You're catching this on a Sunday. I always appreciate the time that you guys take to watch my videos. These are extremely selfish videos. These are just me sort of taking an inventory and just kind of recapturing what I'm doing, the direction I'm going in my collection, and kind of giving you an idea of how I collect cards. And I collect cards in the PWCC Vault, which is or isn't for everybody. This is how I do my mail days. It's a little different than most. Some people like it, some people hate it, some people don't watch it. But if you do watch it, please do me a favor, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see future mail day videos like this and other great content, the MJ hierarchy, Jordan Explore the Card episodes. A lot of people forgot about those. If you're just getting into Jordan collection, go check out my playlist, Explore the Card. We go through a deep dive of a lot of Jordan cards, and that's evergreen content that's always going to be helpful with pack outs and stuff like that. And then this cross-country collection that I'm smack dab in the middle of. And then, of course, you're always going to get the PWCC weekly and monthly auction updates the very morning after those auctions end. So hit the bell icon for notifications so you know when those future videos drop. I've already pushed out on the cross-country collection through the first week of January. Yes, you heard me right. I've got 41 cross-country collection videos recorded. That's how big this thing is. And guess what? I ain't even a quarter of the way through the collection. I am not exaggerating. I am thinking it's going to go well over 100 episodes, probably over 150 episodes in total, start to finish. So that'll be an interesting little playlist that I've created that people will be able to go back and watch for years and years to come. If you want to see how to take in a 35,000 raw card collection with lots of Jordans, but a lot of other cards as well, and kind of integrate that into your PC / sell for profit / trade for, cards you don't have, et cetera, et cetera. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun. It's something y'all probably want to check out. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this one. Keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Peace.